How to take pictures of a swim meet, Part 2, After the Meet, revised, 2023 July. What we will cover in Part 2 After the Meet: Organize to edit, cull and edit, and organize for the web. Organize to edit. You have a large number of pictures to edit. For the athletic department, you want pictures of all your swimmers. There are 42 to 46 events, and some of the events are relays. Most events will have multiple swimmers from your school. Do the math. 46 events plus 12 additional relay races equals 58 races. Average 2.5 swimmers per event. And now you're up to 145 individual races. If you shoot an average of 10 pictures per swimmer, now you have 1,450 pictures that you shot. And those 10 pictures are only 2 1-second bursts at 5 frames per second. If you shot more, that 1,450 pictures might double. I shot over 3,000 pictures at my last swim meet. How to edit 1,400 plus pictures. The large number of swim pictures is like shooting a quad basketball event, boys JV plus varsity and girls JV plus varsity. You would not have only one student edit all 4 basketball games. Same thing, distribute the editing work to several students. This reduces the workload on the individual student to an acceptable level. Options for dividing. How many students to edit? My target individual count is about 500 pictures per student. If this proves to be too much for the students, then lower it. Example, total pictures divided by individual count. 2,000 pictures shot divided by 500 pictures per student equals 4 students. Or if that's too much, 2,000 divided by 400 pictures per student, and you have 5 students. Next step, option by number of events. A 46 event meet divided among 4 students. 46 divided by 4 equals 11.5 events per student. So you have your 4 students, 11, 11, 12, and 12, 46. The other option, by number of pictures shot. 2,000 pictures divided among 4 students. 2,000 divided by 4 equals 500 pictures per student. An event should not be split between 2 students. So if that 500 picture ends up being right in the middle of the event, you either round up or round down. So a student has all the pictures for a particular event. How I organize to edit. Divide and conquer. First, I divide the meet into 10 race groups. Example, events 1 through 9, 10 to 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39, and 40 to 46. Second step, a 10-race group with a lot of pictures, I'll divide it again. For instance, let's say events 1 through 9 is pretty big. So what I'll do is I'll cut it in half. Events 1 through 4 and 5 through 9. Same thing with the 30s. I'll split it to 30 to 33 and 34 to 39. Cull and edit. Cull, what do we mean? The oops picture when you accidentally press the shutter. Maybe the camera is pointed down at the pool deck. Or pictures of the opponent swimmer. When you are shooting, it can be easy to mistake teams. A white cap looks like another white cap, only the printing is different. And when you're shooting, you don't have time to look for the printing. You just look at the cap color. Maybe you cannot see the face, or the picture is too light or too dark to salvage. Or the swimmer is out of focus. The camera focuses on something in the background instead of the swimmer. Example, top row of pictures you want to cull. Top left, That's not my school. That's the opponent's school. I just saw the white cap. So we're going to cull that out because that's the opponent. Picture right. Can't see his face. His face is buried in the bow wave of his head. Take it out. Unless that's literally the only picture you've got of that particular swimmer. Bottom picture. You can see her face. And she is our team. Keep that one. Cull, the start. You may have shot 5 pictures, but you only need 1 picture. Pick the best picture, cull the rest. Faces. Whenever possible, you want to see the swimmer's face. This can be difficult for some events such as freestyle and butterfly. If you cannot see the face of the swimmer, consider culling the picture. If you have other pictures of that swimmer with their face visible, cull the picture where the face is not visible. Too light or dark? Can the face be salvaged in editing? If not, again, consider culling the picture. Top row. Remember this picture? His face is down in that bow wave. You can't see him. Consider culling it. Bottom row. Backstroke, you can see her face. Breaststroke, you can see his face. Keep them. Edit. Level the picture. Often in sports, the camera is not level when the picture is taken, so you have to level the picture and edit. Crop the picture. Remove distracting things. Remove excess empty space. And adjust the lighting. Brighten or darken the image. The issue here is primarily to get the faces. The water may be fine, but the face may be too dark. Edit example 1. Group. Original picture is in the top right. The edited picture is bottom left. Look at the edited picture. We've taken out all the distraction from the lane flags, the official's tent, all the swimmers in the background, and swimmers on the front. So we've cut it down just to our 3 swimmers. And in this case, it was a pretty interesting shot. We've got all 3 of our swimmers. The opponent is under the water already. Edit 2, the individual. Original shot, top right. The edited shot, where we cropped it out, bottom left. Notice there's a whole lot of dead spot in the original picture. The lanes in between the camera and her, the extra space on her right, the people walking on the deck. So we've got rid of all the distraction. It's just her in the picture. Organize for the web. Divide the meet into groups. Grouping makes it easier for the parents and friends to find their swimmers. Finding 1 event out of 10 is a lot easier than trying to find 1 event out of 43. Match the groups to how you divided the meet to edit. Each student is responsible for the pictures they edited. Limit the number of pictures. I try to limit the pictures to 5 pictures per swimmer per race. So look for the best 5 pictures. Not all 25 or 30 pictures. Just the 5 best. The start is a group start of all the swimmers in that event, so it does not count in that 5-shot limit. Use the scoreboard as an event separator. For example, this series of pictures. You have event 6, then you hit the scoreboard, and then you have event 7. So the scoreboard separates event 6 from event 7. Related subjects in other video lessons in the channel. How to take pictures at night games. Burst and continuous shooting. Tracking a moving subject. And senior presentation. The end. Please like and subscribe.